Hello and welcome back to another Tycoon Tuesday, where today we will be playing some Golf Resort Tycoon. Again, this is an old game. I think it originally came out in 2001. In terms of the Tycoon games we'll be exploring on this channel, it's probably not as well known. Few different reasons for that. Obviously it's not as polished as games such as Monopoly Tycoon that we looked at, and stuff like Roller Coaster Tycoon. Of course they were both done by Infogrames. They're sort of well known for their Tycoon games. This was done by Activision Value. Obviously I would imagine to make a quick buck off the Tycoon sort of genre. That being said though, I did play this game a lot growing up. I enjoy playing it. Seems like a bit of a strange concept, building a golf resort, turning that into a Tycoon game. But as we go on and play, you'll see that it's actually pretty addicting. In this particular game there's two sort of modes. There's the instant action mode, where you just start at a location and you just build however you want, and also a challenges mode where you have to complete a particular scenario to, I suppose, win. And that in mind, let's jump straight into there. The game's pretty self-explanatory, so I won't really do the tutorial. Unless you guys want me to, let me know, and we can do another video as sort of how to play Golf Resort Tycoon. But like I said, I don't really think that's necessary. You'll sort of pick it up as we go along. It's not that difficult. 9 and 18 hole resorts, you sort of do that as you play anyway, so we'll skip them. And I think this 3-star status will be a good one to start. Obviously there's a ranking system in the game where your resort is ranked out of 5 stars, and the more facilities you build, the better your holes are, etc. You get more stars, and this challenge requires us to build up your resort until it achieves 3-star status, and then maintain that status for a week. So not too difficult, but sort of middle of the road sort of thing. And just so we have a lot of money to play around with, we're not too restricted, we'll jump onto easy and get 50k. So let's jump straight in. And here we are. In this challenge you will start with nothing and build your resort to the point at which it achieves a respectable 3-star status. So as you can see here, we have half a star, 50k, week 1 at day 1, and we have no one here. This, can we click on that top? No, that won't do at all. Let's be Cardboard Resort, Golf Resort, I suppose. That is what we are after all. Won't fit. What about Vanilla Hill? No, you won't fit either. Not that the name really matters. Let's go with TK's Golf Resort. Yeah, so obviously we've just got a little sort of shack sort of thing as our clubhouse. If we go here to our support buildings, actually it would be in this guest buildings clubhouse. We could upgrade our clubhouse for $20,000 to make it more of an actual clubhouse, although I don't think we'll need to bother with that yet. I should probably explain, these are support buildings, so like maintenance, bathrooms, medical facilities, first aid, resort, etc. And the media, which is really for when you get pretty big. and different club things, so like rental shops, restaurants and bars and whatnot, golfing alternatives, so this is like putting ranges, driving ranges, things like that, lodging, so hotels, inns, stuff where you guess and stay. It's called fitness entertainment. It's basically things your guests can do when they're not playing golf. Some of these people like go-kart track, tennis courts, etc. And obviously the clubhouses. As you can see, a lot of them are blanked out. But the way that works is, you can see here, required buildings: coffee from the rough and a portable toilet. So obviously to unlock the bakery stand, we need to build one of these and also build a portable toilet. Things goes to that. As soon as we have a portable toilet, we can do that, etc. And some other things, like our big clubhouse. That's probably a bad example. Golf cart track, you need a beer garden. But to get the beer garden, you need resort security, groundskeeping, and a full service restroom. So some of these chains get pretty long. So for example, we have to build all 3 of these and a few other things just to get that. But we're probably getting a bit ahead of ourselves. We are a golf resort, so the first thing that we should do is build a golf hole. So you're clicking onto a golf course, and here you've got your front 9 and your back 9 for all of you golfing enthusiasts. And what you can do to build a hole here, you pick either 3, 4, or 5 par hole. Considering it is par hole 1, we'll go just par 3. So you start by clicking where you want to build it. Then you click the size or the direction of the first leg. You can then adjust the size of the fairway and then choose where you want to put the green or the hole. Now obviously this is only a par 3, so you only get 1 leg, but when you get like sort of par 5s, you just get multiple legs and the hole gets longer. So we click there, and here of course is our first hole. Now we can rename it something if we want, but for now I think we'll just keep it hole 1 par 3. You can check how much it costs to maintain, its capacity, line length, etc. And the sort of occupants, which are our golfers wanting it. I don't know if you can click them or not. Looks like you can't. I don't know if you click here, see what they're thinking, waiting for tea time. So obviously they're going to line up and use the hole. Obviously to make it a bit more difficult, you can add hazards, either a sand trap or a water hazard. We'll build a bunker. Just this curved one should be alright. So you can rotate it and build it. And we'll put it sort of near the green there. And that's basically a pretty simple game, I suppose. The thing we will have to build, we'll want a maintenance shack. And, delete that, that was a waste of money. We're gonna sort of, I suppose, we don't really want to put it near the clubhouse, that's where all our guests will be in. Let's come put it over in the corner over here. So here you can open or close it, and you can charge customers. Obviously we're not going to want to do that, it's maintenance, but you can hire more staff at $40 a day. Considering we only have 1 hole at the moment, I think we'll be okay. The thing we want to build is groundskeeping. They'll keep our holes nice. Again, this game's obviously not to the same sort of caliber as other ones we've been playing, and misclicks are easy. And we'll delete that, and we'll build that. Although, for now just the groundskeeping will be okay. We'll build that there. Again, it's the same sort of thing, you can hire. We're getting advice here. What does this guy want? Okay, thank you. So there's no way to get that. Yes. You can rename bunkers as well, which is interesting, but I guess we won't do that, at least yet. We should possibly build a portable toilet. Again, we want this in the middle of nowhere. What we're gonna... I'm not... Oh, turns out I am going to charge my guests to use a bathroom. I think we'll build one more hole. Make it path 3 again. Oop, 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 oop. Shit. Hole 2. So we'll go this way. Give it a really fat fairway. Make this one relatively straight. But what we will do is get a big water trap. Pop it in the middle. A large pond. And one of these ones. And sort of hook it in there. Beautiful. So now what we want to do is get AHS clubs where golfers can hire some clubs. We'll put that right near the entrance of the clubhouse. And if you see this in here, this is called by gophers, which is pretty funny, and I think it's groundskeeping. It's his job, I think, to fix that. So if we pick him up. No, I'm not sure. They'll obviously work on that. They'll look after your... Maybe it's just image, I'm not actually sure. That's okay. What we're gonna... So, as you can see now, we've unlocked 2 sort of different rental places. Let's get a coffee shop. Sort of, can get a coffee here. And also, can get, why not, coffee and a donut, because that's always nice. You can also buy paths and stuff too, although I don't feel that it's necessary at the moment. Build a tennis court, which is not... We'll build an inn for our guests to stay at. Let's have some lodgings. Whoop. Lodgings... maybe about here. We'll have 2 inns facing the same way. And for those guests who want to stay at our inn, they can also have access to a tennis court just out the back. Obviously all guests can use that. That's just that I'm liking the look of that. What do we... Security is probably a good idea. I think we can afford to build that near the clubhouse. I'm gonna hire another groundskeeper because our holes are looking pretty shit at the moment. We've got another star, which is good to see. We're slowly making money. I think maybe build a par 4 this time. That can sort of wrap. See here, we get a second leg before we get the hole. It's sort of wrap around our ends here. We'll build you over there, and sort of a thin one there. So obviously the holes aren't very varied when she's on. Oh, actually it's a pest control building, that's why they're not getting rid of our gophers. We don't have the facility for it. So we'll build that out here with our other things. We'll get 2 guys to do that. Yeah, because look, our course, that's probably affecting our rating maybe by half, because look, that's actually disgraceful. We'll also build it's strange that they would not put that with the maintenance. Interesting. Also build a first aid. We don't want anybody getting hurt, because we all know golf is a very strenuous game. I think we've got another star. Let's kick that up to $33. Full service restroom. Gifts aplenty. Yeah. The problem, of course, is some of these buildings you don't really want, but you sort of need them to go further down the chain. I tell you what we'll do. We'll build double service restrooms right near the front. Even though I imagine there would be some in the well, obviously not this particular clubhouse, but when we upgrade it, there would be. Near our facilities here. Cost you $3 to go to the bathroom because fuck you, you need to piss. We're going to charge you for it. Now they're still not getting rid of these gophers. Oh, here they are. So if we watch them, they're slowly. As you can see, there's a lot of people waiting to tee, so it might be an idea for them to maybe practice their putting or their chipping, although the putting, we can't afford it at the moment, which is interesting. I wonder if people are staying here. We've got one guest. We've had one guest. It's made us $40, and you have made us nothing, which isn't great. Are you at least making money? No. Not great, is it? Anyway, we will go for the putting course, I think. Just I suppose near the clubhouse makes sense. Yes. So as we slowly deal with our gopher problem and just wait for us to make some money. So as I said, it's a quirky little game. Obviously, I had a lot of fun playing it as a kid. It's not a lot of variety. You can't sit here for a long period of time and play it. But it's pretty charming. Obviously, you can tell it's from the early 2000s. It has that sort of 90s game look to it. So yeah, obviously there's not much you can do. You're obviously waiting to get money to build this building so you can build the next building to unlock that stuff. Not deep strategy, not a lot of customization. Obviously there's so much you can do with the holes. These guys are hungry and sleepy, so hopefully they'll come here and we'll start making money off that. But yeah, charming game, pretty fun. Sort of build it how you want. You can sort of say, oh, I want all my lodgings over here. When you get the bigger hotels, you put it right on the fairway of your beautiful hole number 9 or whatever, hole 18. Make it look pretty, stuff like that. Obviously, you sort of want, the long-term goal is to build this massive clubhouse, which we obviously can't afford at the moment. You want to build all this stuff, swimming pool's always cool, and a driving range, lessons from the pros, stuff if you can get the media, that's awesome. And to get that you need the most expensive restaurant and the most expensive lodgings. So sort of once you're right to build the media, you sort of made it in this game, I suppose. I suppose for now we'll keep going. We want to sort of... These gophers are killing us. I suppose we did have a bit of backlog on this first hole. But yes. Buy a burger. Gifts are plenty. We can't really afford anything. Oh, this club sucks apparently. That's not. That's what someone just... Obviously, we didn't need to build 2 of these things straight away. Are they fixing these gophers? You're a groundskeeper. Where are... Okay, can only hire 3. I think at this... Right, we're gonna have to build a second... Bloody gophers. Have you started making us money? 40. 80, that's better. Here we go, tennis courts are making us some money. Let's bump the price up. Yes. I suppose, I guess we'll end it there. You get the basis of the game. Obviously I'd like to show a bit more, but money is obviously an issue. Yeah, I suppose the one sort of complaint I have is it's so hard to you build something and you're waiting to make money to build the next thing, and because there's not a lot of variety in what you can do, there's sort of nothing you can do while you're waiting for that money. Obviously I've probably made a few mistakes. Maybe don't buy 2 inns straight away because the guests don't want them, and obviously you probably don't need all of these support buildings, although I feel that the game punishes you a lot for that. Obviously we were on the easy, we haven't actually built that much out of money. I'd hate to play on hard. But yeah, like I said, it is a fun little game if you ever do get the chance to play it. But yes, maybe we'll come back to it in a few weeks. I'll see what I can do. I'll maybe build a nice big resort off camera, just so I can sort of show you. It's strange that both of them are working on the same hole. I can sort of show you what like a filled out sort of park looks like, stuff like that. But at least for now, quite a nice little look. Please join me next week where we will be looking at another Tycoon game. I'm thinking we'll look at the grandfather of Tycoon games, one of Chris Sawyer's games. Obviously he is the man behind Roller Coaster Tycoon, Transport Tycoon, Railroad Tycoon. I suppose the only guy that comes close to him is Sid Meier, but I am personally a big fan of Chris Sawyer. I suppose he perfected the Tycoon genre and no one's come close since. We might look at one of his games next week. But yeah, I think it's worth having a look at this game. I think definitely we will come back to it at a later date. But for now, that's that. Thank you for watching. We'll see you next week.